Volvo might not enjoy quite the same reputation for performance executive cars as its German rivals, but many of us remember boxy powerhouses like the 850R and of course the high-speed motorway patrol cars. In keeping with Volvo's current eco-friendly ethos, its rapid V60 Polestar Engineered T8 estate is a plug-in hybrid with both a turbo petrol engine and an electric motor. In theory, this gives owners the best of both worlds, a zero-emissions EV range of up to 27 miles and impressive acceleration, although not at the same time. But how does Sweden's 21st century sports estate stack up against other fast, comfortable and posh estates? Here we take a look at its best and worst bits. Best bits. Acceleration. The V60 Polestar is very much a modern day dragster, with both a 2-litre turbo petrol engine and an electric motor combining to produce 399 brake horsepower. 4-wheel drive helps catapult the big Volvo from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.6 seconds, and the electric motor helps to fill in any holes in the combustion engine's power band. Acceleration is swift and overtakes are completed in the blink of an eye. Running costs. Ease off the accelerator and the Polestar transforms into a car with better fuel efficiency than a Toyota Prius. When fully charged, it promises up to 27 miles of range without using any petrol. This gives it an official economy figure of 104.5 miles per gallon with CO2 emissions of just 48 grams per kilometre. The V60's target business audience will enjoy low company car tax bills, and the Polestar can be driven into low emissions zones. You'll need to regularly charge it to keep costs down, however. Once the battery is depleted, the electric motor does less work and economy tumbles to a figure more in keeping with a fast petrol-powered estate. Bear this in mind if you spend most of your time on the motorway. The looks. Volvo is now well known for its suave design, and the V60 is another great example. We think it looks excellent. In many ways, its shape marks a return to the simpler, boxier silhouette of traditional Volvo estates, but details like the Thor's hammer daytime running lights and sharply creased bodywork bring its looks bang up to date. The Polestar Engineered treatment is subtle, but adds a hint of menace. There are 19-inch polished alloy wheels for a start, along with Polestar emblems, a black grille and a black chrome finish for the exhaust. Look more closely and you might even spot the gold brake calipers, echoed by gold seatbelts inside. Space. It might be the performance version, but the V60 Polestar Edition is still a practical estate. In fact, there's no change in its boot capacity, with 529 litres behind the back seats, expanding to 1,441 litres with them stowed away. That's more than in a BMW 3 Series Touring. There's lots of room in the back for passengers, and despite being a hybrid, it can still tow up to 2 tons, making it a great choice for caravanners. Clever touches include a powered tailgate, a metal loading lip to stave off scratches, and latching points to stop cargo sliding around in every corner. Worst bits. The drive. While it's certainly fast, the driving experience isn't quite polished enough to compete with the best rivals from BMW and Mercedes. One culprit is the 2-litre petrol engine, which never sounds exciting enough. The automatic gearbox feels slow, and although tighter than a regular V60's, the steering is still rather vague. The Polestar is quick and sure-footed, but not as much fun on a great road as a BMW 340i Touring or a Mercedes-AMG C43 estate. Cost. The V60 range starts from just over £34,000 for a B3 petrol with 161 bhp, but you'll need to add almost £20,000 to that if you want this range-topping 399 brake horsepower V60 Polestar Engineered. With a few options ticked, it's easy to spend closer to £60,000, making it one expensive way to buy an estate. Considering the interior is virtually unchanged, we think the V60 is better value in a more modest spec. The suspension. One of the Polestar's most unusual features is its suspension. because Volvo's engineers have chosen to fit adjustable dampers from a renowned suspension builder's Öhlins. While these may be a car geek's dream, they're usually fitted to track day toys and rally cars rather than family wagons, and that's for good reason. While you can manually adjust the stiffness of the front suspension under the bonnet, altering the rear settings requires jacking the car aloft. Then there's a small matter of checking guidelines for the correct setup in a manual with the infotainment screen. You'll want to fiddle with them too, as we found Volvo's standard settings rather firm. So there we have it. After weighing up the V60 Polestar Engineered's best and worst bits, it's clear there is an excellent car at its core, but one that works better in a more affordable trim. Despite trick suspension parts, beefed up brakes and impressive acceleration, the plug-in hybrid powertrain struggles to match the excitement of the 6-cylinder engines found in rivals, and the powertrain's battery adds weight, blunting the car's handling. For more Carbuyer videos, subscribe to the channel.